Okay. Are we... Hello? Oh, there we go. Wait, why is that? Okay. Things are being weird. Julio. Hello, hello. Testing. Testing, testing. Testing, McTesting. Testing, testing. Might bump it up just a tad bit. Okay. Oh, maybe down a little bit. Maybe up a little bit. Maybe right there. Oh, that was a little high. Down just a tad. Down and right there. Okay. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going, Stardust? How's life? I'm gonna mute my own stream because this gets very confusing very fast. Okay. There we go. Get rid of that. And we're being chillin'. So, last time we started the pit and we finished some of the road? Why am I saying path? That's the word. Path. Oh my god, that's so fast. It really takes some getting used to with how fast this stuff is. Plan for today is I want to extend this out and actually get some machines in here and start moving all the steam stuff down. So yeah, diggy diggy hole, as it were. Going good? Very cool. Very epic. Okay, I'm gonna turn Spotify down by a good bit. There we go. Let me actually, because I tried to get a Discord bot working, so it would automatically put all of my streams in the Discord, but it's not working. I don't know why. Is what it is. Bumbleclot, exactly. GTNH, if you could put covers on GT Concrete. So real. So real. That would actually be incredible. But yeah, that's never going to happen. Unfortunately. Greg took New Horizons if it had a more modern version of Carpenter blocks with more options. But that would never happen. Oh yeah, so there's some big news in the world of Minecraft modding, or for the future of Minecraft modding, I think would be a better way of saying it. Mojang has officially made all of the Minecraft source code basically publicly available. They're no longer obfuscating it, is the term they use, but they're no longer hiding it, trying to make it secretive and routing it in weird ways so that it's hard to decode. They're making it fully publicly available, and it should make the lives of modders significantly easier. Which, thank God. Yeah, holy shit is right. So, they said the first snapshot that will have it is the first snapshot after Mounts of Mayhem is released fully. So it won't be that long. Can't wait for Chinese knock. I mean, there's already Chinese knockoffs all over the place. It's not gonna matter. Let's say it's not spaghetti. I mean, it's professional written code, right? The problem is before it was spaghetti, because they would like purposefully, like the way it's done in industries, you'll like write the code and then there's like algorithms and an entire process that companies will go through to jumble the code up and give it weird variable names and make all the like, I don't know how much you guys know about I mean, you've said you've worked with Scratch a little bit, but they'll make the class structure weird and like route things in a weird way, and it'll make it completely and utterly impossible to read, such that there's actual Minecraft mods that go through and try to essentially translate that nonsense into like readable Java code. But that's no longer necessary. They're just giving the source code as is. So modders will be able to go straight into the code, and I think it does mostly, yeah. So no, no. Notch wouldn't have done anything at this point. There's a zombie somewhere here. It's gonna smack my booty. Bidile. Yeah. No, it's a lot of the times they'll just like name everything like alphabet letter, like it'll be, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so on and so forth. Or they'll like, you know, name it after vegetables or something. It's kind of goofy. So let me get the mob spawning thing going. Let's make sure we're getting torches down. I am speed. I'm gonna get the backpacks real quick. So that... Oh, let me sort this all out. Just want to make sure our inventory isn't completely filling up with crap, so... can sit down there for longer. Ricky Berwick. What does that have to do with literally anything? Bro's just saying random things. Vegetable. God damn it, Dylan. It's terrible. Ever, oh my. Thawcraft is 100% the best magic mod ever. I'm 100% team Thawcraft. It is... I mean, first and foremost, it's the first ever magic mod to really give that magical vibe, like, you know, in that, like, sort of almost Harry Potter-ish way, where, like, it genuinely feels like you're performing magic. It's not like, you know, Lord of the Rings magic or Game of Thrones magic, where it's not, like, it's not there, it's kind of just, like, a thing. There's not, like, spells and casting and, like, you know, lots of crazy creatures and stuff. Dogcraft was the first mod to really ever do that successfully. You know, you could probably put Twilight Forest in there maybe too, depending on what you define as a magic mod. And I don't think there's ever been a magic mod that has done that better. To date, I have not seen a magic mod, even modern ones, that get anywhere close to that. Mostly because a lot of modern mods are too afraid to do anything unique because everything's Minecraft Plus or Vanilla Plus or whatever. It's not like actually interesting stuff, but whatever. I'm ranting. Why play Minecraft mods when you can play Winecraft? Because Among Us. That's why. Not Winecraft's awesome. Winecraft's just different. Winecraft is not like mod type stuff. It's a separate game of its own. An entirely like unique thing. I have considered doing like a Winecraft playthrough on this, but the problem is if I start playing Winecraft, I'm gonna like forget that Greg Tech exists because I'm gonna get wrapped into it. So, one thing at a time. I mean, I wouldn't know, I haven't played it. I would recommend it. I mean, it's not like the techie stuff that you're used to with Greg Tech or other things. But I do recommend it. It is really high quality if you like MMOs, if you like, you know, World of Warcraft and that kind of stuff. Yeah, RuneScape was another good one. I would say Windcraft does a lot of things better than some of those. In a weird way. Yeah, it's entirely custom map. It's you know, they have an entire questing system, professions, which are kind of meh, but they're working on it. Um, yeah, there's like discoveries and secret stuff that you can find, and it is genuinely limitless content for, you know, for someone who's new to the game. I would say it's limitless. I've been playing it since basically it came out, so I've seen a lot of it. The community is great as well, and yeah, something in their Discord someone answer. Yeah, the community is awesome. Like, genuinely, that's why I think personally Windcraft is better than a lot of the like more official MMOs. It's purely because the community is just like not shit. A lot of like the RuneScape community and the Warcraft community are completely and utterly just toxic, and like, why would I want to associate with this kind of shit? But less grindy, yeah. The grind in Windcraft can get bad once you get to like the higher levels, but if you're not like max level, you know, completed all the quests, like it's not that bad. And you don't need like the absolute best top gear or whatever to be able to do anything, which again I think is a problem with a lot of modern MMOs, is you have to grind for hours just to get like the best shit so you can progress. Windcraft does not require that. It's definitely built for people who work a 9 to 5 and, you know, can only play for maybe an hour a day. They don't need to sit around for hours on end. Like 2 weeks of playtime. You're also a child. It's different. A billion XP and we can, yeah. So it's definitely possible to do a lot of that stuff, but you know, if you're like absolutely, you know, grinding at it and maxing out, you know, XP bonus stats and all that kind of stuff. It's also, the entire thing is almost entirely volunteer based. Um, the entire like build team, game development team, the modeling team, pretty much everyone in that is purely doing volunteer work, which is pretty cool. You know, I think it really shows off the enthusiasm a lot of people have for it. In the same way of like, I think that's why, you know, Greg Tech, New Horizons in a lot of ways, one of the better mod packs, because it has like an actual team working on it and it's volunteer work, right? It's a labor of love in a lot of ways. Yeah, they do have some people they pay, but those are like, you know, the full-time staff who are like managing everything. There's like maybe 5 or 6 people who are actually getting paid, you know, anything substantial. It's also not pay to win. So they do have options where you can like, you know, buy certain things like, you know, double XP or more, you know, more loot chance or like stuff like that. But you absolutely do not need that stuff. I don't, you know, it's not required at all. It's kind of nice because that's just straight up merging policy that they have in their terms of service, which I like. So. Where does stone dust? Like, I swear half the time I just forget where everything goes. It's not good. Let's empty all this out. Granite sand, zeolite, asbestos, kaolinite, diatomite, fuller's earth, and copper dust. And the rest of this should be much simpler to put away. We actually have a stupid amount of cobblestone. How much is this? Almost 65,000 cobble. When will we ever need that much? Like, genuinely. It's kind of insane. Okay, that's good. Actually, let's build it out a little bit. I'm a guy who likes to build as I go, not just do the whole thing. That way I can get a sense of scale. It says the guy who bought Champion. A lot of what you can buy is cosmetic. Yeah. Well, I bought Champion more as a joke. Because I needed to be a higher rank than you, because it was funny. I had no other reason outside of that. Oh, I should actually grab some concrete. I don't know why I didn't do that. Sucks, it's so grinding. Yeah, I mean, it's great tech. What do you expect? I'd also say, like, one thing I'm really realizing with this pack is you need to spend the time setting up infrastructure. Like, rushing through this is not the way to go. Take your time, set up infrastructure, or you're going to get, like, to another point of the game, and you're just going to be, you know, kicking yourself. Because, oh, I should have, you know, set up some level of automation to make it so I don't have to do blah, blah, blah. So that's why I have been taking my time very, very slowly, bit by bit, building up. Oh, they added Hero Plus, yeah. Yeah, like me, yeah. Don't do what I've done, yeah. Like, genuinely, my recommendation to you would be, hold up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. My recommendation to you, Stardust, would be to go back and, like, build things up. Never shut the hell up, child. I never make, I'm fully aware of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, but, like, seriously, Stardust, I would actually recommend, like, go back and build up. It will save your sanity. Trying to think how I want to lay this out. I'm thinking of having 3 sections, so we'll just go a little bit more out and have 1 more pillar that way. And then we can build out this. I'm trying to think in terms of where do I want staircases, because I have 1 here, but I also don't want it to be like a pain to get around here. So I'm thinking where it might be good to put another staircase, but I'm not really sure. Also, my idea right now is I want to... What do we have? 6 machines here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna have 2 machines per section. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. This wall will probably just be the default steam machines, and then we'll just have a ton of wall space to put in the multi-blocks. Hell, we may even throw the steam tank here or something. We'll see. And then I'm going to cut this off and then maybe make like a, I don't know, another section past this that will be all the LV stuff. So, yeah, I want to try and keep like each level of development, I guess, to its like own section, so it's easy to, you know, remember where different stuff is. I fell into the slime hole? What is a slime hole? Did you, like, just make a pit of slime to sit in or something? Really have no cobble on me? I guess not. Let's get a little bit of cobble. So we have some building materials. Slime chunk under my base where I dug out a diamond vein, so slimes spawn there in a queue. Oh god. You might want to fill that in. That does not sound fun. Two, three, four, five. Yeah, that just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. Especially because slimes do not follow typical, like, mob convention in terms of, like, when a mob hits you, there's, like, a certain amount of time the game waits before you can get hit again. Slimes do not have that. Slimes can hit you as quickly as they possibly can, so long as you're connected to them, or, like, touching them. So, if just a bunch of slimes accumulate, you'll just fall in there and literally instantly die. You survived, okay. There's a mob cap. True. That is probably what's saving your ass. So the plan for these roadway or these walkways is I'm gonna have the normal abyssal stone border, and then the actual center will just be like a different kind of block. So I think I talked last time about maybe doing like grass blocks or something. You know, maybe we have another path down to a different level, or who knows what we could do. We'll mess around with it at some point. You know, maybe we turn this into like a fish tank or something cool like that, right? The possibilities are endless. Let's get this bricks in and the cobblestone. So yeah, the amount of space we'll have here is going to be far more than we'll need to actually get open to Steam. Wow, I cannot speak. The amount of space we'll have is going to be far more than we'll actually need for all the different Steam machines. But that's always good, you know. Room to expand is always a nice thing. Also, we should really light that hole up. And then I'm going to get some cobble and fill it in, because this is just death waiting to happen. I've left that hole alone for around 200 hours. Now you gotta wait 400. You gotta double it. The hole shall be persistent. I'm curious. I'm up to 128 hours. We're almost at 2 stacks of hours. It's a lot of hours. Wow. Double it and give it to the next person. Yeah, right. Now I have to go dig a hole and wait 400 hours. And then I'll pass it off to you and you have to wait 800. We're gonna be 80 and we're still gonna be passing off the fucking slime hole. It's just short of enough space to get the last pillar in. Actually, let's... because we got a full stack, let's go fill in this hole. Okay, and I guess we can just fill this in with the cobblestone tiles. Might as well. Let's also fill that in. Concrete. Okay. Finish digging this out. Here's how this looks on the map. It looks like a hole. Very cool. I'm really wondering where the zombies are. I would have thought they would have been closer, because I could hear them when I was up there. Like, when the floor was at this level, I would run around and I could hear the zombies. So I'm surprised I haven't hit them yet. They must be, like, slightly lower down. It's probably just going to be like 1 or 2 blocks between me and them. And I'm not going to test that, because if it's like a really strong infernal, it's just going to whoop my ass. And I don't want to deal with that, so we're not going to. Okay, so we only need to go, I think, 1 or 2, technically 2 more blocks this way to get the last set of logs in. Build this up. And strip it down. The entirety of Twilight Forest. Oh, we will, believe me. Nice surprise waiting for you at the end. Really? What do you... that I won't spoil? Okay, interesting. Is it different from, like, the normal Twilight Forest? I mean, technically the Twilight Forest isn't finished. Bro, what the... Shut up. There's loud, drunk people outside. Silence mortals. Don't drink, kids. It makes you obnoxious. My daily recommendation of the day. Okay, so part of me actually, before we make the LV hole, I kind of want to like decorate this entire room. I feel like that would be nice. Just get like the entire room sort of polished up, looking nice, then we can go in and actually throw in all of the little bits and bobs and start filling it with machines and whatnot. Now, I will probably just do the, maybe I will just do the LV section, just because I have the machines, so I can move them out of there. I guess I will need to tear them down, so I can put in the pathway there, so yeah, maybe that's the best way to go. Per slabs. Oh yeah, Stardust. I'm curious. How did your chemical reactor blow up? Like, did you like overvolt? I generally don't know how like a mechanic or how a chemical reactor blows up. Let me see the images again. Was it just like exposed to rain or something? Was that what it was? Rain? Okay, yeah. That that sucks so much. Yeah, that's why I opted to put everything inside. I mean, I probably would have done it anyways. That's just the kind of bases I build. But it was definitely a contributing factor to why I was like, we're going to do everything in a cave because I don't want to deal with that. Have you managed to repair it yet, or are repairs still underway? I think we'll get the floor in here and then we'll do the walls. Just one thing at a time. Okay. It's actually, let's just go ahead and get all this in. Okay, and then we should just be able to throw this guy in. Right, is that 5 away? Yes, it is. Very cool. So I'm thinking where we'll do this sort of, I guess, bridge, as I was calling it, or the tunnel to get into LV, the LV section, is we'll just put it where this is, and then we'll probably have another stairway up to another pathway over there. And then everything will look nice and pretty. Loaded a backup. Ah, okay. Gotta put up the entire setup. Yeah. That shucks. It was about an hour before I came across the ruins. Okay. Thank God you had a backup. I should really make, like, I'm pretty sure the game auto backup, like, automatically makes backups, but I've been considering doing manual backups. I feel like that would be a wise decision, considering how funky this game is sometimes. I'm not realizing, I'm not gonna get, what the fuck did I just say? I'm realizing now I'm not gonna have as much area in this center as I thought I was going to. So I might just end up making the whole thing. I might just end up making the whole thing the cobblestone. Maybe. Perhaps. Because, I mean, this is, like, we could expand it, but this is already more than enough space to do everything we would need to do. Right, because we can fit all the default machines into that side, and then we have all this extra wall space to put multi-blocks and such. So I don't really see a reason to expand this at all. Also, we'll probably have to do another round of concrete because we are almost out. Alright. Do I have my chisel on me? I should have my chisel on me. There she is. Okay, let's grab a bunch of Kirbush here. And shabuya, 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 shabuya. Dunk, dink, dunk, blonk, flonk, and fadonk. Kerchimek backed up his Farlands World a lot. Well, yeah, I mean, his thing was, what, 14 years it was for him to reach the Farlands? Yeah, so that's a thing of a whole different scale. It's also, that didn't auto backup. They didn't, Minecraft doesn't have, like, an auto backup feature. I mean, it kind of does, but, like, not really. Especially the older versions didn't really have anything like that. GregTech does. Like, it specifically has a mod that regularly makes backups just because the game is so prone to catastrophically exploding every 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Bring that down. What are we thinking in terms of the style? I like it personally. I think it looks good. I would like to get some more color in. You know, it's kind of bland. I think it'll also look better once the whole surrounding area sort of incorporates this a little bit more and we integrate it better into the base. But I think it's coming along nicely, at the very least. Like it? Okay. Cool. Again, I'm not sure what I want to do in this middle area. We'll figure something out eventually. For now, let's get all this stuff in. So we could hammer this. I'm just gonna use my pickaxe to dig it up because it'll be faster. And we don't really need all the extra blocks to be broken out. We're out of abyssal shit. Back up. God, I really wish the concrete worked on stairs. That would be so nice. Abyssal stone. We might be running low on this. We might need to go grab some more. Perhaps. We got a lot of we got a whole laundry list of stuff we need to do. It's just how it goes, I suppose. Okay. Let's go fill in this side. We'll get like the 2 more bricks that we need. Just get like 3 more stacks for now. I think that'll be more than enough. Alright, let's just get in these last few walls, and then this area is technically done. And we'll start moving all the steam machines down here. Start getting that other area out of the way so we can prioritize it for steam generation. We will most likely at some point be adding in some solars just to help out the system a little bit, because I'm kind of worried the boiler's not going to be enough. I don't want to say for sure that it isn't until we've fully integrated the tank into everything. Because technically that tank is not being used as a buffer right now, just because we don't have a pump attached to it. So we'll see. We'll make, once we actually like get all the infrastructure set up, we'll attach a pump, see if it helps out. Almost died. Let's go. Based. Incredible. Why is it like every stream you're like even off stream you're like constantly almost dying? Last time it was to a dungeon, then you almost died falling into a slime pit. Or I was gonna like fall into a fucking 3 years from now when bro has a fucking neutron star powering his entire base or something. He's gonna fall inside of it and spontaneously combust. The deaths are just gonna get weirder and weirder. Okay. I think that works. I like it. I'm still not sold on this. That will probably be changing at some point. We just don't have great access to anything better at the moment. So it's going to stay the way it is for quite a while. Next thing, let's get this path going, because we're kind of, yeah, we're like at the border of what this mountain can do. So we don't want to push it too far, and we want to make sure we have space to put cables behind everything and whatever else. So we'll take all this out. Now, because the mountain does kind of curve out this way, we might be able to get something in here that's extra, but I don't know if we will. Maybe. We'll have to see. We might end up having like a mini path that goes out that way, and we can have something sort of shoved into a back corner. Maybe like witchery or something. Although I kind of want to keep all the magic stuff over here. I don't know. Oh wow, we are on our last stack of... Actually, I think I had a little more. Yeah, it's slightly more concrete in there. I don't know why I just threw all of it out, but whatever. How close is this guy to leveling up? It's actually pretty close. Problem is we don't get another modifier until, I think, level 14. It's kind of crazy. But whatever. Let's get some torches down before we do anything else so we can see a little better. Okay, so I want to get all of these machines out of here. So let's first empty our inventory of everything. Get rid of you guys. Zeolites. Oh no, that does not go there. That goes down here. Actually, where to... What can I get? No, I get crushed. Okay. And a bunch of dusts. Okay, that's done. Okay, let's get all these backpacks away. Put that away. Get all the cobblestone and dirt back. Okay. So, I'm kind of hoping this doesn't blow up everything. No guarantees, as always. But let's just start breaking stuff. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of how to integrate all this into the new design. I'm honestly really not sure how to do it, so we're going to have to mess around with it quite a bit. Oh my gosh, that is... Why do we have so many bronze plates? What the hell? I forgot I made all that. Let's get the wood pulp away, get you away. Dandelion yellow can just go in. Actually, no, don't we have a dye chest? Yeah, we have a dye chest. I hate cave spiders. Amen, brother. Are you still going for that dungeon thing? Or are you still messing with spiders? Okay, we might actually get the thing redded in now. So we can get rid of this random ass pipe. Oh, game's dying. Oh, wait, no, that needs to be... Wait, why is that so low? That's interesting. No, I finished all of Twilight. I just need to do it all again for more of some research. Okay. Understandable. Sounds like fun. Just kidding, it sounds utterly miserable. Okay. So we'll have to go through and fix all that at some point. For now, let's get all these machines in. So we have 6 machines. Six single block machines. The way I want to do this is I want to have 3 grinders, 3 of those ones. Just because they're so useful for ore processing. And, you know, at the volume of the volume of stuff we're producing sometimes does require that much. So we'll probably have 3 grinders here and then our base machines here, just 2 per section. I'm thinking of leaving the sections directly next to the stairs open, and we can have like a carpenter's door here to get into the back, so we can see all the wiring and everything. So let's get all these machines in. So we're gonna have the furnace and the alloy smelter in one, and we'll do the macerator and the forge hammer together, and the extractor and the compressor together. So macerator, Forge hammer. And then extractor and compressor. And before we had hoppers going in all this, I want to see if we can use the LV conveyors and just have 2 barrels on each side for simplicity. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do that, and it would just look nicer. So let's go get the carpenter's door now. Otherwise, I'll never actually do it, and then it'll just look like shit forever. Carpenter's door. Why is there just like an empty one? That's weird. Do I have a normal door? No, I've never made a door. LV conveyors suck. Yeah, well, you do what you can with what you got, right? Ooh, actually, is there... There's an assembler recipe for this, and it's not terrible, but it needs molten iron. Bruh. How do I get molten iron? Chemical react. I don't want a chemical react. Fluid extractor? Okay. I think I have one of those. Let me check. I'm like 99% sure I have a fluid extractor. Mixer, assembler, fluid extractor. Okay, cool. So we can extract some iron. And the recipe becomes so much easier. Oh, and even then we don't need screws or anything. Oh, I love the assembler. And wait, hold up. Hold up, hold up. Are you for real? Is it actually MV? It's not. Oh, is this MV? Bro, I'm gonna scream. Oh my god. Is there any other way to do it? Bruh. Why? This game really tries to get on your nerves, doesn't it? Whatever, I already got screws. I need an iron screw, though. I'm annoyed. I'm genuinely annoyed. Just let me make stuff. Please. It's doing absolutely everything it can. Wow, someone's got a massive penis. They're really revving that engine. Good lord. Yeah, that's LV, so I can do that one. And then we want Control Shift A. We don't need to worry about that. And let's just get the normal stuff. Okay, so we need trapdoor. We need a single carpenter block. We need 4 oak planks, which we should be able to. I think we have. Yeah, we have extra logs. It can. Is there a way to? Ooh, cutting machine with lubricant gets you 6. Ooh, how do you make lubricant? I would imagine distillery. Oh, okay, you have to distill oil. Got it. Okay, well, we're not there yet, unfortunately. Okay. So all we need is an iron screw and a rod. Turn that rod into a ring. And get some of that. Actually, wait. Whatever. Creosote oil works. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, literally every ounce of creosote oil I have is being used for other things. But I probably should start trying to get, like, I don't know, excess creosote. That would probably be helpful. Also, the steam is technically cut off from this guy, so we will eventually start to lose steam if we process too much. We just got to keep that in mind. Okay, place that guy in. And let's go get 2 of these. And do I have where do I have my carpenter's hammer? It's not in there. Carpenter's hammer. Okay. Let's go schmack dish guy. And we can make him flush with the wall. Yeah. There we go. Hidden door. Very cool. I'm actually going to keep that on me because I feel like that would be useful a lot. Let's get the hammer out and start clearing out some space back here. Yeah, I always like to have these sort of back areas for my wires because I can more or less just do whatever with them and it doesn't really matter. Just nice because I do not have a care in the world for making wires look nice. That is above my pay grade. Not that I get paid, but you know, one can dream. Trying to think of like a nicer way to do the creosote oil than the cactus that I'm currently doing, because like the cactus is nice and all, but for how long it takes to actually expand that farm, it's really not worth making it bigger than it already is. Actually, can I do that and just it does line up nicely. Ooh, me lucky. So we'll do 1 torch every in-between section? I don't know what you'd call that. And then you'll go there. Take that guy out. Cool. So now we have more than enough space to get all the piping in. So let's go make a LV pump real quick and get that on the steam boy. Let's get the gravel away too. So we need the big bronze fluid pipe, and we want an LV pump. Regulator, okay, we want this one. We'll shift A. Bam, bam. Can we make this an assembler? Okay, we can. Let's do this one then. Instead, so we don't have to deal with all the tools and everything. Okay, let's get the recipe for this guy, because God knows I never remember it. Okay, not too bad. Let's get the 2 rubber rings for... Actually, is there a better way to get the rubber rings? Extruder. Ooh, that is an LV thing. Ooh. That needs bars. Extruder shape ring. Let's go see. I don't think I have a ring mold. Let's go get that real quick. Throw a brass in. Actually, let's bring the 4 steel as well so that I can start melting down while we're over there. Oh, you know what might actually be good to put? I just had a thought. So, we need to put the blast furnaces in somewhere. The what, 8 bricked blast furnaces that I have? That might be good to put in the middle of the steam section. Because it's technically, like, in that, like, steam age. So that might work. And it won't take up too much space and look clunky, hopefully. I'll think about that. I kind of like that idea. Because I don't know where else I would put it, to be honest. Because the way I have my blast furnace set up is you need to be able to access two sides of it. And the only way to do that really is to keep it in the center of something. So I think that's the best way to do it. What? Oh, right. No, yeah, no pollution. Screw pollution. I do not want to deal with it. And maybe one day I'll do a, pollution run, but that is, not happening anytime soon. Why? Oh, do I need wire cutters? Is that what it is? Yep. Okay. Got our wire cutters. Alright, the steel's done. Place that guy down. Steel it up. Cool. Yeah, we really need to keep our eye out for all those kinds of recipes. Just free resources, basically. Let's just make 2 sets while we're at it. So might as well. Oh, right. Let's use the the path that we spent all that time actually building up. Wouldn't that be a good idea? Oh my gosh, that was fast. Rubber recipes are awesome. They're so speedy. Yeah, so that quadrupled our ring output. Just from that simple upgrade. Let's get 5 tin for the fan or rotor, whatever the hell it's called. We need. Do I not already have tin screws? I thought I made a bunch. Maybe it was tin rods that I made. We need a LV cable. We are out. Tin cable. So let's get some of that going. Wait, really? They're gonna get rid of the assembler cable cutting recipes. I hope they're gonna replace it with something else. That kind of sucks. Have they said they're going to replace it with something, or are they just, like, fully getting rid of it? Oh, fuck, let me... there we go. Shit. That's fine. It's not too much waste. Let's get... Do I have a better recipe for this? I don't think I do. Yeah, no, it's still just the plates. Dedicated cable coder machine. Okay, that's fine. As long as they're like... Yeah, because like generally that doesn't really make sense to have in the assembler. So I'm fully okay with that. Like, to me, the assembler is more for stuff where it's like getting rid of like screws from recipe and that. Like a lot of the, file and hammer and the wire cutter and the screwdriver and all that kind of stuff. To me, that's what the assembler is for. So it doesn't really make sense to have the cables in there anyways. As well as a multi-block for that purpose. Yeah, I think I'm genuinely okay with that. I think that's a step in the right direction. Need 3 rubber sheets for the cables. Okay, and then we just need to magnetize you. Shut that guy off, turn that guy back on. And that should be everything for The motor. Okay, what else do we need? We got the rotor, we just need the screw. I think that's everything. Let's get a little bit of tin. Let's just get one tin, we don't need more than that. Let's also put that away. Stop the wire mill temporarily, turn on the lathe, you go. Yeah, I've been meaning to do a build video for the Great Tech, like, multi-block stuff. I keep forgetting every weekend. My plan is, I'm hoping to have a different thing out on Sunday, maybe Saturday, depends on how fast I edit it, but I plan to have an actual video out sometime this weekend, assuming everything goes to plan, which, when does it ever, but... So maybe next week I'll have one out for that. I love my large chemical reactor. Are you talking about the one you have or the one you designed? Did you design one? Right. Oh, do not lathe the cable. Where is my LCR? What do you mean? Did it explode again, or are you joking? Please tell me you're just fucking around. Because that would actually suck so much. H. Ah. Now I understand. H. This has cleared everything up. Alright, let's get a pump on this guy. Do I just do that? And then we want this guy on export. Deny input. Does that now? Because there's steam in there. Why is that not? Export. Always on. Why is that not filling the pipe? Okay, before we mess around with that, let's get this changed to the better pipe. Oh, I thought I just had, actually. Is there can you make this in the... Okay, you can make it in the extruder. That's an MV recipe. And that's MV as well. Okay, so we still have to go with that. Which is unfortunate, but whatever. Joke in relation to the... Okay, good. I was kind of worried there for a second that it broke again. I was going to be like, you have the worst luck I think I've ever seen. Okay, I do want to actually replace this pipe. Can I remove this cover? How do I remove it? I want my cover back. Do I have to... Is it a shift right? No, because shift right click just brings you into the... I want it back. Give. Crowbar, okay. Schlomp. Cool. I will promptly forget that. Okay, let's try this again. I don't imagine this would have to be at the bottom of the tank. That wouldn't make sense to me. Why is there no steam in here? Let me make sure it has all the arrows and everything. Okay, it's connected. Export. Allow input? Is that what? No. Why is that not pumping? Invert it? What do you mean invert it? How does that work? Crowbar. Oh no, that was you were talking about the other thing. Okay, that just tells us how often to pump. Make it import? Really? That didn't fix it. Let me look this up real quick. DTNH exporting from fluid tank. How do I empty this without using the... No. Okay, Reddit isn't helping. It wouldn't make sense to me that the valve would have to be at the bottom, right? Pump cover for that. There's no pump cover that's used to make... Okay. Apparently it only outputs from the bottom, which is unfortunate. So we'll just have to move this all down there. I guess it's not that bad, because, I mean, all of our shit's going to be down there anyways. So it doesn't actually create that big of a problem. Okay, let's just do this from the center. I should be able to break that, and it, in theory, shouldn't completely ruin the entire thing. Hopefully. Cross your fingers. I don't want to lose the, what, 2 million steam that was in there. Okay, place that. Go back down. Valve. It completely deleted everything. That's lovely. Let's get that guy in there. Okay, so this will auto output apparently from the bottom. I think the internet said 20,000 liters a second. So we don't even need the pump then, which is cool. So we can just take that off. Now we need to connect this up to the other stuff. So we'll just make a tunnel. Actually, let's make a tunnel. What's our cord here? 696. We'll tunnel from the other side. Suffering, indeed. You have to be a masochist to be able to play this anyway, so. Okay, 696. Oh, let's get that torch back. Okay, let's get this pipe up. Shift that over. Get our wrench out here. Make sure everything's all done up. Okay, now we have to figure out how we actually want to attach all of this in. If I put like a... I'm curious. If I put a... What is it? What's the mod called? I'm completely blanking. The one where you like cut up the blocks into smaller things. I have a forge blocks, so micro blocks. If I put a basalt micro block, just get... Oh, no, I want a single... If I put a forge micro block here, so it covers this, will it still be able to output the steam whenever it does something? Because, like, I mean, it's technically open. We'll have to test that. Okay, let's get this wired in real quick, and we'll just smelt something and see if it works. Hello? Please connect. Oh, game is lagging. Maybe. Or it's just being dumb. It's just being dumb. There you go. Okay, line mode. Do your thing. Why did that not? Okay, whatever. Okay, da-da-da. Precise mode? Yeah, it's a thing. I don't know what it does. But it is a thing. Okay, I have some cobblestone on me. Let's see, does that work? If this works, this will be amazing. Damn it! It can't vent. Ah, that sucks. I was so hopeful. Okay, can I put a micro block in the same block as this? Can I make a cover of this? Can I make facades from applied logistics? Pain. Indeed. Because I'd like to be able to cover up all the pipes here. And make it look nice. Because we'll have the barrels here and there. Hell, we might actually just do hoppers here. So it's slightly simpler. I could just like... I wish I could get thinner with this. So if I did something like that... I mean, it... it doesn't look completely terrible. Oh, God. I wish there was, like... What are the, like, plank things from? Okay, so these are just from Greg Tech. Are they all in one place? Maybe? Not seeing... Okay. Are there other versions of these planks for, like, stone? Or is there just wood versions? Is it, like, plates that you... Like these? Is that what you have to do? Because that would kind of suck if that's the only way to do it. I guess for now I could just use the micro blocks. Yes? Okay. In that case, I will just use these to cover it for now. And then one day, once we get the actual planks, we'll fix it up. Make it look nicer. Okay, so let's get all this working. Bam, bam. Those going into there. And then these will output to the back. Just like they were before. And then we can just put in the hoppers and everything. At some point. Because, like, we could make all those... I mean, let's see. What do... Conveyors are not cheap. 1 stack every 20 seconds. I mean, it could be worse. It could be much worse. Curious, what is the... Okay, it's just MV motors and then basically the same thing. Convey... 32 stacks every 120... Every tick. Damn. Oh my god. This shit gets a little crazy. What are these motors even? Black steel? What in God's name is black steel? Black steel dust mixer, steel, nickel, and black bronze? Gorsh. Anyways. I just realized that the center of these 6 lines up perfectly with the center of this tank, which is really nice. Very satisfying. Use our special little line mode. Is there any way for me to get into that one? I think I have to break this. And place that back and redo that. And then this will eventually go out that way. We just need to get more piping. Let's get that and that and that and that. Let's get the saw back in there. We'll cover these up for now. It's gonna look a little goofy, but it's fine. Let's go rip apart some more of this pipe so we get... Actually, I think we only need one more, so we'll just yoink that. Schlomp. Oh, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. Sure. Everything is oriented the right way. Cool. So that should be good for now. We got our buffer working. Didn't even need LV, which is cool. Guess we just have an extra pump now. I'll take it. Let's get our inventory cleared out. It's kind of a mess right now. Is that full? No, it's not. The game's just being weird. Micro blocks I have up there. And throw that away, and get that, and that away. Okay, so that is all the single block steam machines built in. I want to think about this blast furnace thing. If I were to have the blast furnaces in, I think I'd want to bias them towards this side to keep this side open for the walkway we're going to have going that way. I'll think about that. I'm not still 100% on having them up here. I may set something up there instead. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave this to be seam stuff. I think it would look a little funky having them in the center there. Let's get all of the barrels and hoppers in. So we need 12 hoppers? 12 hoppers. And we're going to convert a bunch of these chests. Using our sweet assembler, we save so many resources. Thank God for this thing. I really hope it doesn't run out of steam before it finishes. So next we'll get the first grinder in down there. Let's actually, because we have all of that bronze plating, let's get a bunch of these large pipes made up. So we have them. Shablamo. Shablamo. Wow, that actually used the entire wrench. That's crazy. Oof. Hammer. Cool. That should be more than enough. Eventually, I know that, I think it's potting is sort of the next level here. Eventually we'll switch it out. I think that requires like Twilight Forest because you need a bunch of lead or something. So we're not quite there yet, but we'll at least keep it in mind. Because yeah, especially once we get 3 grinders up and running, like bronze is just not going to be enough to support the amount of steam we're going to have flown out. Is that lined up? Let's get our hammer out. Where is it? There it is. I'm just blind. Is that lined up properly? I think it is. Yeah, nope, it is not. We go one more this way. Potent. Pottin'. I'm saying pottin' and there's nothing you can do to stop me. It's pottin'. I reject your reality and substitute it with my own. It is getting dark as hell. Make sure we're placing torches. Oh, I just realized we're almost on day 250. God damn. L. Nah. I take fat W's. I don't know what you're on about. Trying to spread propaganda against me. Stardust, are we? I see how it is. You've turned on me. How could you? I trusted you. Okay, I think we'll just continue this all the way around while we're at it. Might as well. We're really finding a bunch of these hives. We should... Do I have the scoop on me? Okay, I do. I'm gonna pick these guys up. Bro, it didn't even give me a queen. That's annoying. Local streamer becomes delusional and impersonates multiple presidential figures. No, see, The part you're wrong about is the fact that I'm becoming delusional. I'm already delusional, okay? I wouldn't be playing this mod pack if I wasn't delusional. It takes a certain level of insanity to sell your soul to Greg. Fair and valid. Yeah. I only speak facts. That might be a funny video where it's like a a newbie Greg Tech player like walks into a room with all the, you know, veteran Greg Tech players, and it's just like satanic rituals going on as they're just raising some dude named Greg from the dead. Unlike your pronunciation. Okay, I see. Why are you going after me, Stardust? What did I ever do to you? Oh, my inventory's full. That's not good. Let's run up here. Oh, I forgot we sealed off our mine. Okay, we'll just get to the end of this and then we'll run up and throw everything in the barrel. You rejected my aka the true reality. This just sounds like gaslighting. That's all I'm gonna say, man. You're just trying to gaslight me into a false reality. I see how it is. You know, I trusted you, Stardust, and then you come out here and you're spreading lies like potent. How could you? How could you do this? I trusted you. Okay, we need another thing on the thing. We're probably gonna have to make more of those upgrades pretty soon because we're running out of space. This also sounds like failure of the mind and tongue. Bro is just roasting me alive. Okay, I see how it is. Coming after me tonight. Hammer away. Let's go get the barrels we were making. How much more steam we got? Oh, we got plenty of steam. Whee! Get all of these into place. Not gonna quite look perfect. Just because there's gonna be some gaps here where the pipes are, but it's fine. My bad, I took too much forbidden knowledge. I think the warp was consuming me. You gotta slow down with the thoughtcraft, man. It's gonna take over your life. You gotta chill. The thoughtcraft will consume all. if thou art not careful. Okay, let's get the grinder. Ooh, I just realized we also need a place for the oven. How about I just throw it there or something? I don't know. It would also be nice to have 2 ovens, maybe. I mean, that thing's pretty fast, but... maybe? I don't know. I forget, was the steam grinder one of the things on the list of what they were replacing? Like, making a new multi-block for? I think they were, I can't remember off the top of my head. I love this song so much. I think out of all the new... which one is this? Other Side, yeah. I think out of all the new Minecraft songs, this one is 100% my favorite. It's such a vibe. Okay, so... we want the input... do we have an output hatch, or did it... it might have gone in the hopper. Yep. Okay. Also grab all this. And we'll just grab this, and our inventory is going to get full of crap, but that's fine. You can just throw it away real quick. Bloop, bloop. Dip. Do not alt-tab when changing dimensions. Yeah, no, I learned that. I crashed my game trying to get into the Nether, and I alt-tabbed to, like, I don't know. I think I was fucking with the stream or something. And the game got so mad. It literally crashed it. So I have learned from my own mistakes. Okay, so we'll do output there, and we'll do input there. And then we'll build all this up. And we'll put... store a steam hatch in the middle there. 2U form, cool. Bring this along. Let's get our line mode. Bam. Bam. Why did that not? Okay, I think it's because if pipes have different amounts of steam in them, then it doesn't like it. Just mildly annoying, but whatever. We might get concrete in here, because I imagine we're going to be running around in the back rooms a lot. So my understanding is that I don't think this auto inputs. Yeah, but I think it does... does it auto output? Okay, it does auto output, so we would need one conveyor just to input faster, which is fine. So I think we'll do... how do we want to do this? We could do 2 steam vents here, and then we would have our alloy furnace. Alloy furnace? Yeah, our alloy furnace. And then we can do alloy furnace and... the hell? That is a big-ass fucking fire truck, Jesus. It's a loud-ass vehicle passing by, and it's this gigantic ladder truck. What did I just eject? I have no idea. Dip. Dip, 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 dip. Okay, let's get... I think I'll move the alloy furnace over first, because I know how I want to do that, as well as the separator. I'm not sure how I want to do the, one. The, what the fuck is it called? the oven. So we'll leave that one for a bit until I figure out what I want to do. Key. Let's go get the alloy furnace. I really hope the glass doesn't break. If this glass breaks, I'm going to cry, because I remember it being a pain in the ass to get. Oh, thank God. I was genuinely nervous about that, because it was a fucking nightmare to get, for some reason. What do you mean? Was that the same class? Yeah, it's all the same stuff. Yeah. Should be, at least. Unless I'm going crazy or something. Okay, input bus. Output bus. And then... yeah, thanks for checking and making sure. It's always good to have a sanity check. Boros, no, it was not. I don't think you can get the borosilicate yet. Borosilicate glass block. Yeah, you need like a bunch of other crazy shit, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you need boron dust and crap. Which I have no idea how to get. What in God's name am I looking at right now? That hurts my mind. Okay, we're gonna have to make the back rooms a little bit bigger than I had initially anticipated. Okay, 5. Can you not, like, play creepy-ass music? Get out of here. Borax from salt. Okay. Byproduct. Got it. Borax. Dust. Salt ore. Macerate. Okay, I guess you can centrifuge it. That looks like the only way to actually get it right now. Or no, wait. No, that's something else. Wait, hold up. That's something else. I think you have to have HV to get the side, like the bonus thing. I guess you could ore wash it, and then if you macerate this, and then you can centrifuge it. I guess that would technically work. But I think to get like the macerator byproducts, I'm pretty sure you have to be an HV. At least that's what I've heard. I might be wrong about that. Pressure into a cauldron makes purified. Yeah, that would be the only way I think you can do it. So yeah, I guess it's technically possible. As long as you have the LV. Because I made that when I was still in Steam, so I didn't have the centrifuge. Well, I didn't even have the steam centrifuge at that point. I was just making that to help with the bronze production because it was taking 12 years. It is dark as fuck. Let's not do that. Okay, now I should be able to throw the rest of these in with the steam hatch, and we can bring the steam pipe along. And attach it up. That is not period key. There we go. Already in line mode. Blop. Blop. Come on, attach. There we go. Bam. I said bam. I said bam. There we go. Bloop. And bloop. Cool. Sure that's up and connected. Okay, that guy is all together. Let's go out front and make sure it's actually doing what I expected to do. I forgot to research something. Oh god, what? What have you done? What crimes have thou committed? Get all this stuff. Wow, this place really is kind of a mess. You really don't realize like how much of a complete and utter mess you created until you're cleaning it up. What kind of dust is that? Apatite. Crushed iron. Get the hoppers away. That away. And we'll move the ball molds back to the mold chests. Okay. Next one I want to do is the separator. And then we'll do the oven last. And then once the oven's out of the way, we can actually make all this look slightly better. I threw a ton of stuff into a crucible and it turned it... That sucks. Bruh. That's the worst. You spend like so much time building up shit for Thawcraft and then you go to make something and then completely forget to get the actual research. I remember that. I remember that very well, unfortunately. I think we're good to move the centrifuge. I don't think there's anything else we need to... Oh, wait, no. I wanted to get the glue out. Should have cells on me. Cool. Let's go grab that. Blanc, blanc. Bring this back upstairs. Kind of want to keep these organized in terms of quantity of stuff. This thing is so big, this is going to take forever to frickin' break. I guess it'll be nice, though, because once we break it, we never have to move it ever again. Still slightly tedious. Just a thought. Can you have multiple inputs and outputs on a multi-block? I imagine you probably can't have multiple outputs because then it would get confused about where to put the output, but multiple inputs would make sense. Because I'm trying to think in terms of like future-proofing. It would be nice to, once we get into AE, to be able to connect an interface directly to this. Okay, you can. Cool. And then, but also be able to input just like normal items whenever you're doing stuff. Both are allowed? Okay. So how does the multiple outputs work then? Does it just like equally divide it between each output? Like how does it decide what to do there? I'll probably have to do some research into that. I imagine, I would hope every multi-block is kind of the same in terms of that, but God knows it's not going to be, unfortunately. Okay, let's go get all this placed down. So I actually do not remember at all how to actually do this. So we're gonna do that real quick, and layer 1, just a bunch of plate. Can I put the inputs and the outputs on the bottom? That would be really convenient. I'll try it first and we'll see what happens. Input bus, output bus. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, next layer. Okay, we need to get the fireboxes and the gearbox casing. There it is. Boop, 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 boop. And then I believe the rest of this is just normal casing. There's a pattern to it, but I don't know what it is. It always chooses the first available bus to put something in. Okay. Scan the space. They take up like a 3D printer. Okay, got it. So noted. But then it's like, okay, if it scans at like 3D printer, what coordinate does it start at like all positives or like the lowest set of coordinates and then to the highest set of coordinates, or like how does that work then? There's several layers to that problem, unfortunately. Ooh, you can make this out of steel. That seems... Oh, it uses... Wait, it uses less steam? Hold up. Wait, that's just the same. Oh, no, there... Is the steam one just twice the speed? Higher pressure, double speed, and steam usage. Okay, so it is just faster. Okay. Faster plus more steam usage. Yep, unfortunately I don't have the steel for that, and frankly I don't think I need it, so. Okay. It's just more plated brick in a firebox. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, that's what okay. Yeah, I'll probably do some testing in that in creative or something to figure it out. Because that'll probably become really important once we're... Wait, did I do something wrong? Hold up. I think I placed something wrong. Ah, okay, this layer is supposed to have the pipe casing. Ah, it's not scrolling. There we go. Okay, and then firebox. And just have to fill in the corners. Ooh, game, stop. And then I think we just fill out the top, right? Yeah, okay. Somehow I still have extra casing, and I don't even have the hatches in. How did I manage that? What have I done wrong? What did I do wrong? How did I end up? That doesn't make any sense. Hold up. Did this actually form? Incomplete structure. Wait, this is an incomplete structure. Why are you an incomplete structure? Hold up. Did I forget something on this one? Hold up, something's going on. Me navigating my base after the Lobotic just got a warp event. Let's go. Hell yeah. Gotta love it. Why are you all freaking out? No valid recipe. Okay. Let's slap this one and see if that fixes it as well. Cool. Okay, this one I know I have to put more stuff into. So, where does it want us to put the steam hatch first and foremost? Fluid output. Okay, so what's the steam hatch towards the top? So we can do that. And then... Okay, let's just get the fluid output hatch. Where does it want it usually? So where it wants the steam. I mean, I can put it up there. That's fine. Okay, let's try smacking this with a hammer and see if it's happy. It's not screaming. Okay, I think we're good then. Cool. One more multi-block. So I think I am going to make room for 2 ovens here. And the ovens... do not have auto outputs. We'll need two. We'll need two of the conveyors for these to function. So let's get all the pipe ripped up. So we don't need it here anymore. Might as well. Might as well. Especially considering the stuff is not cheap. Oh, fuck, we're getting into the healthy stuff. Let's put that back. Just throw all that back in for the time being. Eventually we'll probably, you know, radiate up and whatnot. Okay, let's get this guy together, block this off. Does that form, hold up. Does that form the oven thing on the other side as well? No, it does not. How do I make it do that? I want the oven to be on this side. Does that work? Okay. I assume it's just probably based on which way you're facing. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little weird. I guess we'll just like have the input and the output right next to each other. And then, hey, we could actually technically fit 4 of these guys if we really wanted to. So I don't think we would really need that. At that point, I think we would have better smelting options. At least I would hope we would. Okay, he's connected in. Let's make sure this is going that way. Cool. I think that's everything then. Let's go back up, make sure we didn't forget anything. Okay, yeah, all the steam. Let's break this as well. Okay. That is all the steam machines officially moved in. With tons of space to expand. So we'll probably get a couple more multi-blocks in here at some point. Definitely grinders, like I said. I don't know if we'll have anything else. But definitely grinders and steam ovens. Let's close that up. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What side is the door on? There we go. I'm thinking if I should fill this in with abyssal stone. I think I'll just leave it like that. I kind of like how it looks. Alright, let's get our inventory cleaned up. I'm really confused how we ended up with more plated brick. I don't understand. I'm very confused. I have no idea. Whatever. I imagine the problem will make itself evident at some point. The torches away as well. Okay. Probably need to clean this out at some point. It's getting pretty clogged up. It's all looking good. So let's actually dolly this guy down. We'll just keep it here for now, I guess. Eventually we'll have a different chest for each machine with all of the like molds or whatever that it needs. For now, just having one will suffice. So what I want to do now is go through and fill all of this in and get it in line with the existing design we have here. So this wall is kind of pushed back in the way we have it right now. Yeah, it's not going to be like that. We're going to move this wall up and just fill it in with a bunch of cobble. Get the dolly away. So we need cobble, we need abyssal brick. Just do 3 stacks for now. And we need a bunch of the normal stuff. So we'll just fill in all this. Just so we don't get like mobs spawning in little 1x1 holes or anything like that. I don't even know if it's possible, but I do not want to risk it. So then we would have the wall would technically go here. Let's get some dark oak. So thinking we'll start the logs here and here. And that'll actually allow us to do sort of a double-sided wall thing so that each side can have its own texture and it won't like conflict weirdly or anything like that. Let's get torches here so it looks better. Plus I think the stairs look better this way, which is nice. It's not as protruding weirdly. Let's get abyssal stone in. Let's make sure we strip all this. But we also need to get a carpenter door for this area too. At some point. I don't want to build that wall in yet until we push this back a little bit so we know the dimensions we're working with are. Okay, this eerie ass music is not working. Move on. You should totally add Lava Chicken to your playlist, and it's definitely not in front to God. Bro, Lava Chicken is the greatest song ever created. It is a masterpiece. I unironically actually like Lava. Like, partly joking, partly being totally honest, I actually like Lava Chicken. I think it's genuinely a kind of a fire-ass song. That's my hot take for the day. Lava Chicken needs I want a Lava Chicken follow-up in the second Minecraft movie. Make it happen, Mojang. I need to see Jack Black screaming his lungs out. As a song, it's good. I like EDM, but as a piece of Minecraft, it sucks ass. Yeah, like they're clearly trying to, like, you know, play into the old lava, you know, the lava chicken farm that everyone used to have. You know, some people still have it, but it's not as common nowadays. It's okay. I mean, it's not the worst. It's like, if you want to poke at things that the Minecraft movie did poorly, I wouldn't poke at Lava Chicken, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's much worse crimes that they committed. Okay, let's get our tape measure out. 26 blocks. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. I'm just gonna kind of do this side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. Okay. That's mildly annoying, because we get a too wide thing here, but we can use that to our advantage and just make that the entrance to the steam area, or the steam production room, I guess. So it kind of works out, actually. I mean, it could be 3 wide, but I generally don't think it will matter all that much. I think it still looks good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. Let's fill in all this crap. I'll say, like, with the Minecraft movie, I did enjoy the movie. Like, I genuinely enjoyed watching it. It was fun to watch. I think you just have to turn your brain off. Like, if you go into it expecting it to be, like, the Minecraft, like, you know, actually Minecraft, then you will be very disappointed. But I think if you go in expecting it to just be a massive shitpost by Mojang, you know, you can have some fun with it. It's not the Greg Tech movie. Bro, the Greg Tech movie would just be like 4 hours of someone struggling to make an LV circuit. Like, that would be the most boring ass movie ever. Because they'd just be getting slapped in the face by infernal mobs every 5 seconds. The reviews would be absolutely fucking abysmal. And rightfully so, I'd say. I like how I said I was gonna, like, you know, pretty this up, but all I'm really doing is just kind of hiding the ugly behind a new wall and just leaving it there. Like, it's still gonna look like shit on this side, but maybe I'll clean it up a little bit. Maybe make it look a little nicer. One of the nice parts is there's actually a bit more room back here. So if we ever need to, like, you know, genuinely expand by a decent bit, we have the space to do it. Let's fill this wall in. And some people like documentary style stuff. I guess, yeah, that's actually a good point. It would just be like a History Channel style documentary or something. And if you look to your left, you'll see the wild Greg Tech player in his natural habitat as he struggles to craft any level of anything. And now we will watch as the wild Greg spends 4 hours crafting the same item over and over again, because it hasn't yet unlocked automation. We'll just do that for now. I think that's fine. And then, I don't know, do something like this maybe. Just to show it's a path, but not a main path kind of thing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's fine. I might replace this with abyssal stone real quick, so it's homogeneous. And then we can fill all this in, so we just don't need it. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Do that. Part of me wants to bring this wall back just one more layer. And I'd really like to get rid of those grass blocks, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I could maybe do this. Get away with it. Oh God. Rat. To break the stupid... Just breaks up the floor real quick. While we're at it, might as well. Might as well. We're here. Just don't break the tank. That would kind of suck. How much steam is in here? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go down and pick up all those blocks. And if you look to right, you'll see another Greg player, literally tearing apart the fabric of magic itself. Life among this place is truly remarkable. Look to your left, there's one player literally playing with God. If you look to your right, there's someone summoning a demon from the underworld. Ah, the joys of great tech. Alright, so that's, I mean, that's kind of this main area built up. Again, eventually that will get moved. We might work on that next stream, just because starting it now will be a lengthy project at the very least. The last thing I want to do tonight is figure out this ceiling thing and what we're going to do about this. So I think the way I want to go about this is to build this over, and then we'll just slab the entire thing with a block. What block that will be, I have no idea. I have not looked into roof options. For the roof, I might utilize some of those, was it Z, like X, was it Z-Core? What the hell was, let me just look up Mist. What was that? Z-Tones, that's what it was. We might use some of the blocks from here for the roof. Just to get that, like, tech vibe or whatever. So it is extremely dark. Let's get some torches on here. And then do some of this. And those actually do line up. So I think we'll bring this over. And I had originally planned on extending the storage in both directions, but I think I might just have it only extend that way. Just to, I guess, contain where we're gonna have this shorter area a little bit more. Okay, that looks good. Don't hate it, at the very least. Kinda need a dark oak pillar there to cut this off. Oh wait, why is that? Hold up, let's fill this in. Imagine that was probably just gravel or something. I mean, I guess we could just do that, and it should be fine. It might look a little funky, but whatever. But that kind of cuts off this whole area that is going to be a little shorter, and then we just slab it up. It should be good. So let's go empty inventory and start looking at block choices. Yeah, next time we're going to have to get more concrete and some more abyssal stone. We're getting real low on this stuff. This is actually coming along really nicely. I'm very happy with this. It's not perfect, right? Like like I'm not 100%, I'm maybe like 85% of the way. There are things I would probably change, but that will be for a later date. Okay, let's look at some of these Z-tones blocks. Probably want to go just with like a gray, maybe. Problem is we already have like quite a lot of dark colors. But I don't want to do something too bright, because then it'll stick out too much and just look strange. Gray? It's just terracotta with the tile. It's not terrible. Okay. I might mess around with this off stream. Just like I did with the initial block palette. And I might look into other options for this cobblestone. But I honestly think cobblestone's probably gonna end up staying for quite a while. So yeah, that is actually going to end the stream here for today. I'm very happy with our progress. We got all the steam stuff out of the way. It is in its permanent areas. It will probably never move. So while I'm talking, I'm going to strip all this. Yeah, all the steam stuff is probably just going to stay where it is for perpetuity. Yeah, so plans for next time, I want to get the LV section going, so we can finish the walkway over there. And we'll get the roof in as well, so we get the full encompassing style that we want. Just finish up this. Otherwise, it's going to bug me. Okay, so yeah, that is going to end it for today. Stardust, as always, thank you for tuning in and chatting. Great talking with you, as always. Yeah, I'll see y'all Saturday at 4. Adios.